So the biggest news now is this Jackpot story. We took it, I think, yesterday or a few days ago, and it's still hot. And the reason why it's still hot is because Nigerians all over the world are discussing it. And the update we have is that the United Kingdom has officially declared that starting January 2024, student visas would not be allowed to include dependents or family members coming along with them. And Nigerians are talking about it, especially we've seen a few interviews, especially in a recent interview about a young man who had the opportunity to be interviewed by one of the major news, the news stations in the world, CNN. Where, was it CNN? It was BBC. It was BBC, I do apologize, BBC. And where he was explaining, telling the world that Nigerians, the reason why they take on that visa is because they want to migrate with their families. That the real intention is not so much about the visa, which is what we've discussed here on this table. I think Tokwa even reiterated that the British government thinks they're bringing in students. We, in our mind, it is migration. So it's just about which perspective are you discussing it from? But that perspective, which we thought was just within the confines of our own Nigerian walls, this young man took it on the global stage and said that. Now, people now attacked him and said, why would he speak like that? Why would he reveal to the British Broadcasting Corporation that the reason why Nigerians are migrating is because they actually want to come in their family, not so much of school? Then there's another new interview that broke about another young man who had a similar opportunity to be interviewed by another news station, and he was there defending and trying to explain, because he's a doctor and he also had the same route, and he was trying to defend that the Nigerians who come in there actually do contribute to the development of the United Kingdom, the economy, and all the various professional bodies that are there. So there are two parts of this story, but the question is, why were Nigerians attacking this young man? Because he went to an international news station. The leaders of your view said exactly the same thing on a Nigerian news station. We said it here, and the topic was and it's still watched across the world. We have our viewers are abroad, though they are Nigerians, but they are across the world. So why did it hurt more when he was on BBC? That's our conversation. You can call us on 081-270-536-870-9139076948. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. Who'd like to go first?
I think
like this.
As in, I think he came across like he was washing our dirty linen outside, right? Every family, every nation have their secrets, they have their codes, they have the things they do that they understand the reason why they're doing it. They don't necessarily have to project everything to the international society, because those international society, they do their own too. They don't come and tell us, you know, how they have planned to come and rip us off, take our oil and, you know, put us down and everything. They don't tell us their plan. It just seeps out from time to time. But if you go to a place like you have an interview in an international platform and you know the pain of your people, we have been lamenting that these people want to take out your ability to come in with dependence. It's something that is hurting Nigerians, and you understand the reasons why they are coming into a place like the UK to study and make a living. You are supposed to be politically correct. Yes, they say, a trained child behaves properly outside. So you're supposed to understand. You understand where they are coming from. It's not for you to open your mouth wide and explain the reasons.
Okay, let me pause you for a second. Let me come to Miriam. Yeah. Are we asking him to lie?
No. Politically correct.
What exactly is, what do you make out of this video of the young man saying what we know?
But saying it as it is.
Saying it as it is.
And you know, Niger, we always, in fact, that politically correct that you used, if you try and use it in Niger parlance, you say you're fake. Say it with your full chest. You're afraid of nobody. I'm afraid of nobody. This is who I am. I speak the truth. And we hear, but because it is now what we think is our secret, I don't think it's an open secret. Yeah. I think the world knows. Maybe they didn't know the word jackpot, but now they have learnt it. And I like the way the man said jackpot, which means escape. Even I didn't know that that's what he meant.
Oh,
BBC. I didn't know that it meant escape. Right. So he spoke the truth.
Right.
I understand how it looks when we're watching an international we want someone that will represent us
Well,
positively. Remember one time when our president made the same gaffe when he said that we were lazy youth. It's not that we don't know that they are lazy youth. It's not that we just don't want you going out there and painting us in a bad light. But then who is this person that they're speaking to? I can understand if you are upset with the president, if you're upset with a government official that's supposed to represent you, but if this is just a regular Nigerian citizen walking on the road, a student, and they ask him this question, he would only come from what he knows. Right. He would feel that he does not owe us any political correctness. Exactly. All he owes us is the truth, or whoever it is that's interviewing him. I'm probably really stoked that, you know, BBC is sitting down with him and having an interview. No. I think people should calm down on the hate and the trolling, and let's get a message from this. So there are two messages for me, which is, I know the American patriotism, it seeps into every part of their being. Even when you wake them up from sleep, they would always go with the positive. Nigerians, we know ourselves. Forget this young man. We like to bring ourselves down. Absolutely. We know. So don't call this guy out. Because when we do it and someone is saying, no, but this is your country, remember to be patriotic, we insult people for daring to tell us.
Let me pause you for a second, because the reason why I also said the same, because I also said it the other day when I was here on hosting this show. I said that a lot of our people, especially when they become American citizens, I mean, I know a Nigerian who is an American citizen and loves Trump to the pieces. And what does she like about Trump? Because of his policy on immigration. That there are just too many of them coming, that they should stop, that they should stop. And I'm thinking to myself, you got in based on somebody's immigration policy. Yeah. You're born and raised in Nigeria. You grew up. You went to university in Nigeria. Now you've naturalized as an American citizen. Suddenly you now love Trump because of his immigration policies. So it's the same thing that when we go abroad, now imagine that kind of person entering government. Obama also tried to do when he became president. He almost deliberately was seen as tried to not to be seen as favoring blacks because he's a black president. So it was a deliberate act to say, I'm trying to be objective here, you know. But now, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to say, oh, because I'm a black president, I must favor black people, or because I'm a Nigerian, I must favor Nigerians, because I am because I come from Ghana, or you know, or do you want them to obey the rules and say it as it is, say the truth and stay where it's supposed to be?
Morayo, the platform in which he said it is the problem. It's like coming here to talk about certain policies. You should know you're talking to the government because government officials are watching. They watch the show. So you go on the BBC and you expose the reason behind people coming in. What were you expecting them to do afterwards? Because every truth has consequences. Did you think about the consequences to the Nigerian people? Nobody asked him to speak the truth. There's a place for, no, hold on, sweetheart. There's a place for wisdom. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Nobody asked him to speak the truth. If you're having conversations in like a regular place where there are no international government-based television recording you know what we do now. This is the reason we do it. You can have that conversation, but you go on a live, I don't know if it was live or recorded, broadcast station that you know the government, people are waiting for an opportunity to make these policies that would stop your people from coming, and you open your mouth like that. No, it's not allowed. So we know the truth. We're not going to lie about that. We know the reason. Listen, we know the reason we travel, right? We're not going to ght about that. But it's not for you to go and tell their governments that this is the reason we're doing this. Now they have brought out a policy. They are stopping this January 2022. And Nigerians will be angry. And of course, they cannot direct the anger at the UK government. They will direct it at the person who is like a scapegoat now. I do not like the fact that Nigerians are attacking him or, you know, trolling him. That's something that we need to stop as a people. But they're just venting and directing anger at somebody.
It's just like it's misplaced venting and anger on this person.
We always misplace it.
I mean, we're on Twitter every day denigrating our country and our officials, pulling our country down. You think they don't read our tweets? Yeah. You think they don't read our YouTube comments? You think they don't watch some of our shows? They do. But, you know, what I take from what you've just explained is maybe what this video would do going for is it would legitimize policies that are anti-Nigerian.
Yeah.
They will say, after all, on BBC, your Nigerian said this.
Nigerian dissent.
So, and I know that Oyinbo people, you know, they don't do things flimsy.
At all.
They think it through. So maybe now, if we're thinking of conspiracy theories, maybe they thought, let's have someone from Nigeria so that if any Nigerian comes to sort of to, attack this policy, we can say, after all, there's
Was
a
your
Nigerian.
person.
But he did not lie.
Yes.
Second, he did not do anything on Nigerian. Nigerians are known to say it as it is, and we hail people.
And
for
scatter
doing
it.
that.
Mariam,
So-
also even think for a second that it is this boy that is bringing information to the...
No, they
He's like,
know.
we know.
We know. They know.
They have the facts, they have the data.
I
so,
know.
You know, you're not telling them something they don't already
I know they know.
We saw who's pulling who. Let's go to break.
It's a Nigerian thing. We like to look for
Hey,
scapegoats.
I'm telling
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.